We can serve Germany or the Fuhrer, not both.
It's just that sort of talk that had you sent here, Colonel.
What I said was much worse. I'm just trying to get these men out of here alive.
See that he's done.
And welcome back to Your Entertainment Ticket. I'm Alan Darnay. This is Al McGee.
Hey, hey.
And I'm John Delia. Yes, I am.
And we're here to talk about Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Germans.
Swastika.
Hitler.
Bad Times.
Whoa, isn't that bad?
Tom Wilkinson.
Yes.
Bill Nye.
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh. All playing Nazis.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful little Nazis in a picture about Nazis trying to destroy the Fuhrer.
That's right.
This is a plot to destroy Hitler that actually happened in, what was it, 1943, I think?
Yeah.
Or, yes, 1943, 9 months before the end of the war. Mm-hmm. And it had been the 15th attempt on, and the last attempt on Hitler's life. Right. Mm-hmm. And Tom Cruise plays the man in charge of putting together this plot.
They put him in charge eventually after another failed attempt. And he came up with a strategy, hopefully a good strategy, to finally rid themselves of Hitler. They were tired of Hitler themselves. They were tired of the way things were going within the war and within what's happening to their country.
Yeah. Well, the countrymen and the people. In fact, it even brings up the fact that that he didn't like what was happening to the Jews, and he wanted the country to be put back together. And that's why he was so intent on his plan.
Well, that's true. I think that they realized that the end was inevitable, and with Hitler in power, there was no way they could force the Allies, or at least hope that the Allies would create some kind of an armistice or truce that would save Germany from Russia or the United States. So it was time to get rid of him, and everybody was afraid to do it or say anything to this man because they had taken a loyalty oath. The army had taken a loyalty oath to him, and so they were all wrapped up in the war and what was going on, but they wanted to get rid of him.
But what I enjoyed, though, was Bryan Singer's directions in this, his directing in this movie, because it was very detailed. I mean, from the machinery, like the planes, the phones, the uniforms, I really enjoyed that. But what I didn't really enjoy was, I've seen this story before.
Yeah, what I really didn't enjoy was the movie.
Yeah,
I thought this was like The Last Samurai all over again. The same way Tom Cruise did that one, and Last Samurai was more interesting because it took us to a place we hadn't been before.
Exactly.
This story has been played to death.
If you want to see a movie like this, go see The Bunker. Now that was a movie. Now and all the characters were so real and everything. In this one, it looked like it was just too plastic. Oh, this is what he was. Oh, this is what I am. Yeah. And it wasn't. There was no. I don't know. How passion? There was no passion in the role.
No, the movie was not passionate at all. I think Tom Cruise's acting was like lame.
Mm-hmm. I thought his acting was fine. It wasn't excellent. It wasn't the type of Tom Cruise acting that I really enjoyed over the years, but it was all right. And then Tom Wilkinson, he wasn't in the whole movie, but his part was, his acting was very good in his part. But again, this is a story that I've seen before. And I said, why am I sitting here? Why am I watching this again? That's what I kept asking myself.
I disagree on the directing. The directing was not good in this film. I'll tell you something. The wardrobe was awesome. I mean, if you want to talk about that, if you want to talk about
because
sets,
you were watching it instead of the movie.
Yeah, the sets were great. I mean, I'm telling you. I mean, if you were talking about the telephone when you were mentioned before, those are great. But when it comes to directing, when the guy comes in and says, "Okay, you should be here and you should be doing that," I don't think you got enough passion.
I think it was a waste of celluloid. I just did not like this movie. It didn't go anywhere.
I wouldn't say it was a waste. I wouldn't say it was a waste. I think, and if no one knows about that era, I think it's an interesting historical sort of display of what happened then. That's about it?
Yeah, and I think it belongs in a high school where the films
maybe.
like
Yeah,
this
but when
belong.
high school students really enjoy this, they might get bored with this.
No, they did get bored with it.
Yeah, they're gonna get bored.
I mean, there was no. I couldn't see any redeeming quality about this film. It's a story that had been told 100,000 times already. And how do you make it fresh? How do you do it different? And there was nothing fresh or different.
And there was no one to root for because, like me, I knew what was going to happen. So there was no one I could root for.
You know, and
what's
that's.
gonna happen.
I thought the cinematography was the only saving grace here.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how many palm trees you give it, John?
I'll give it 2.
2?
Yeah, I'm giving it. I was going to give it 2 as well.
2 out of 5. Okay. Consensus: 2 palm trees out of 5. So, do we recommend that you go see this at the movie theater? No, don't waste your money. But if you do go see it, you will enjoy the cinematography and all the details of it. But the storyline, you've seen it before.
That's about it from me too. I think so.
I say go see it at the movie though, because if you're going to on the big screen, you're going to not like it even worse. It's going to make it even worse if on the small screen. You want to go see it on the big screen.
I guess if you're a Tom Cruise fan, you'll like this movie. We didn't mention
because they have to make their money back. They really may not make their money back. I think they were talking we're upwards into like 180 million on this film. So I mean, go help them out, will you?
Don't go help them out. Help yourself. The only reason that I would go to see this movie is for Kenneth Branagh and Tom Wilkinson and the supporting characters who were all very, very good. But the intent and everything on this whole film was on Tom Cruise and his movements. So it's a Tom Cruise movie. If you're into Tom Cruise, it's a Tom Cruise movie.
Well, I am into Tom Cruise, but I'm very disappointed in this vehicle, in this type of movie.
Okay, well, so he should do something different. And instead of Valkyrie, and let the Valkyries sing, and Wagner.
I like the eye patch thing.
Wrong eye.
Oh, wrong
eye.
The eye patch thing was really great. I like the eye patch thing.
Well, that's because he was mute. Never mind. Thanks for
the glass eye and the little thing. That was great.
Thanks for joining into this round table discussion of what makes and doesn't make a good movie. And thanks for coming to Your Entertainment Ticket. Please watch us. Come back time and time again and send us your comments because we like reading them and then trashing them. Thank you very much. And until next time, every day. Right?
Every day.
Gentlemen, we can save Europe from total destruction.
We have to show the world that not all of us will like him. It is too great a risk.
It doesn't change what we must do.
What did you have in mind?
You could serve Germany or the Fuhrer. Not both.
It's just that talk that had you sent here, Colonel.
What I said was much worse.
I'm a soldier. But in serving my country, I have betrayed my conscience. We need to reorganize. There has to be a chance of success. That's why you're here.
Hitler's Germany has seen its last sunrise.
Can I count you in?
Any problem on Earth can be solved with the careful application of high explosives. The trick is not to be around when they go off.
10 minutes. 1 for the checkpoint. 2 for the walk. 1 to the bunker, 6 to get out. Plenty of time.
But remember, nothing ever goes according to plan.
Operation Valkyrie is in effect. If they catch you, they will pull you apart. If I fail, they'll come for you. All of you.
I know.
Do you realize what you've done?
We've been discovered.
Every second we stand here is a second lost.
If you want to live through the night, you'll do exactly as I say.
What makes you think you're stronger than the very momentum of history?
My Fuhrer, may I present Colonel Stauffenberg,